Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I'm the owner of VegShe Health and Wellness. I'm a certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor, and certified nutrition coach. I'm so glad that you are joining us today for this class. Today we are going to be doing a boot camp style class. So we're going to be doing 6 different exercises, 3 rounds of each exercise, and then we'll finish with a cool down and a stretch. One note that I want to make about this class is that it's really up to you how difficult it's going to be or how easy it's going to be. So the fastest way to make this more challenging is to, 1, hold heavier weights if you're going to use weights, and 2, during the 15-second intervals where we're taking a rest break, you can do cardio. So jumping jacks, butt kicks, high knees, whatever you want to do. So I get people who take these classes who are at all different levels of fitness. Some of them don't hold any weights and just rest during the 15-second rest periods. Others have heavy weights and they're moving constantly for the full 30-ish minutes or so that we're going to be working out together. So before we get started with a warm-up, I'm going to go over the 6 different exercises we're going to be doing. So the first exercise we're going to do, and I should mention today's class is focusing on lower body. So the first exercise is a sumo squat. So we're going to take an extra wide stance with those feet much further than hip width apart. For those of you who want to make this more difficult, you're going to hold weights up here at your chest. You're going to push your hips back, have a seat. Make sure your knees don't come past your toes. Stand up, squeeze those glutes, and repeat. Exercise number 2, single leg toe touches. So for this demonstration, I'll start with the right. I'm going to take my right foot off the floor. I'm going to reach for the ground with my right hand, bending my left leg, standing up, reaching for the ceiling. For those of you that are going to step this up, you can have a weight in your hands. This should be slow and controlled. Exercise 3, we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to do hydrants. So in a tabletop position, that means we're on our hands and knees, shoulders in line with our wrists, hips in line with our knees. I'm going to start with the right leg, keeping my knee bent. I'm extending that leg out to the side. This should be slow and controlled as well. When you get to the top, you should be activating that glute. The next exercise is going to be a donkey kick. Staying in the same position, don't forget to engage your core, looking down at the mat in between your hands. I'm going to keep my foot flat, extend my right leg up like I'm trying to push on the ceiling with the bottom of my foot, bring my knee in, and repeat. The next thing we're going to do, I want to say, side lying leg extension. Coming down to the left side, shoulders in line with your elbows, supporting yourself with your forearm. It's really easy to just sink into this. Make sure it's active, okay? So good posture. And I'm going to start by extending my right leg up, keeping both legs straight, and extend. The last exercise we're going to do is a bridge. Feet are hip width apart, shoulder blades rolled under you. Bring your hips up, squeeze your glutes, lower back down, and repeat. You can make this more difficult by keeping a weight here on your lap. You also have the option of doing a single leg bridge and then switching just to make sure that you get both sides. So those are our 6 exercises. I am going to start the music and get my timer started, and then we will warm up and begin. Okay, let's turn this up. All right, when you're ready, wide stance with those feet. We're going to bend our knees and push out the wall on each side of us. Bend and press. Core is engaged. Good, let's reach up and across. Bend and reach. Good. Let's get that body moving. Okay, we're gonna reach in front and across. Still engaging that core, still breathing. We're gonna keep bending those knees. Now we're gonna do butt kicks. Okay, so knee up. I'm sorry, heel up. Bend and kick. Okay, we're gonna move on to knee thrusts, keeping that wide stance. Engage your core here. There's no reason to let your core go just because we're working legs. Three, two, one. Feet together. We're gonna do a narrow squat. So push your hips back, have a seat, stand up, squeeze your glutes. Still warming up here. Do this at your own pace. Good, come to the top. Keeping those feet together. Step back with one leg. We're gonna pulse here. Whoop. Watch that balance. Good, switch sides. Good, come on up, shake it out. You've got time to drink some water before we get started. Okay, folks, we're starting with that sumo squat. Extra wide stance. If you want to make this easier, don't squat so low. If you want to make it harder, grab those dumbbells. So when you're ready, extra wide stance, hips back, squat. Remember, we're focusing on glutes in this class. So when you get to the top of that squat, really flex. You're more than halfway there. Breathe through it. One more. Good. This is your 15-second rest, or for those of you that are stepping it up, this is your cardio interval. It's really quick, so get moving. Three, two, one. Back into position. Round two. More than halfway. One more. Good, rest. Less than 15 seconds now, so you're either resting or you're doing your cardio. All right, wide stance. Round 3. Squat it out. We're gonna come to the bottom and hold. Breathe through it. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, come on up. All right, we're gonna move on to those single leg toe touches. When you're ready, right foot is off the floor. Reach for the floor with your right hand. Stand up, squeeze that glute. So right now, the leg that's working is the left leg, so you should feel like you're activating that glute.
Let's go, girls.
Come on. One more. Switch. Left foot's off the floor. Reaching for the ground with the left hand. For those of you that need to modify, you can always hold on to a chair or don't reach so far, right? So if you can't reach the floor, that's okay. Shake it out. This is either your rest or your cardio interval. All right, folks, we're back at it. Right foot's off the floor, reaching for the floor with your right hand. Switch sides. One more. Good. 15 seconds, rest or cardio. Only one more round of these, and then we're going to move down to the floor. Okay, right foot's back off that floor, reaching for the ground. It's totally fine if you're bending that left leg to get down to the ground. Do what you gotta do. One more. Switch sides. Get one more in here. Woo! Okay, so we're gonna move down to the floor for exercise 3. If at any time you need to pause this video and drink some water, please do. Just try not to rest for too long. When you're ready, come into that tabletop. Starting with the right leg, hydrants. Engaging that core. Neck is neutral, so make sure you're looking down at the mat. Switch sides. Good, rest. Whew. Or cardio. So if you're doing your cardio, now is a good time to do like mountain climbers since we're on the floor. All right, back in your tabletop. Hydrants. Switch sides. Those buns should be burning. Whew, okay, rest or cardio. Round 3. When you're ready. Switch sides. One more. Good. Now you get your water break. It's real quick though. It's like 20 seconds. So drink some water if you need it. And then meet me back at the mat in a tabletop. So next we've got those donkey kicks. Tabletop position. Core is engaged. When you're ready, keeping that foot flat, we're gonna push the ceiling with the bottom of our foot. Switch sides. Foot's flat. I started pointing my toes. Make sure you keep them flat. Good, rest. Whew. All right, back in your tabletop. Donkey kicks. Switch legs. Good, give me one more. Rest. Got one more round of these. Okay, round 3. Keep that core strong. One more on the side. Switch. One more. Good. I'm going to lower down to the left side next since we just worked the left leg. Supporting myself with my forearm. Remember here, we're not sinking, okay? So keeping that nice and strong. We're going to do a side lying leg extension. When you're ready, keeping that leg straight. Pick it up as high as it'll go. Keeping your core engaged. One more. Good. Switch sides. Strong shoulder. Extend that leg. One more. Good. Switch. Still got time. Enjoy your break or your extra cardio. When you're ready, back in position, extend. One more on this side, and switch. One more. Good. Rest for 15 seconds or do your cardio, and then we've got one more round of these. Hopefully everyone's still doing okay. Hopefully you're feeling this in your glutes and your hips where you should be. Make sure your shoulder's in line with your elbow. When you're ready, extend. One more. Switch sides. Keeping that shoulder nice and strong. Two more. One and two. All right, we're gonna move on to our backs for our last exercise. We've got a glute bridge. So super important note here, feet are hip width apart. So when you keep your arms straight at your sides, they should be lining up with the outside of your legs. When you're ready, roll those shoulder blades under you, hips up. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Lower your hips back down. For those of you that want more of a challenge, remember you can always do these with one leg or with a weight on your hips. One more. Whew. All right, hips down, recover. When you're ready, roll those shoulder blades under, hips up. You can do these in a slow and controlled fashion. You don't have to rush. Really focus on isolating those glutes. Make sure your face is pointed up towards the ceiling, so don't tuck your chin to your chest. It's gonna make it a lot harder for you to breathe. One more. Good, hips down, rest. For this last round, we're gonna just hold a bridge. So we'll make it isometric, so roll those shoulder blades under you. Hips up off the mat as high as they'll go. Squeeze and hold. Seconds. Push on through, we're almost there. Good, hips down. You made it, great job everybody. Okay, let's finish this off with our stretch. And we'll start with glutes. So cross your right ankle over your left knee, reach on through and pull. Make sure you're flexing those feet. Good, switch sides. Release that stretch. Sit up and reach for those toes. Good. From here, we're going to separate our feet. I'm going to reach for my right leg, bring my left arm up overhead, and look up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're breathing through these. Good. Switch sides. Release that stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Pull your heels in. I'm going to hold my hands under my feet and pull my chest towards my feet. Good. Release that stretch. We're going to come into a forward lunge so we can stretch hip flexors. So lunging into my right leg, left leg is behind me, relaxing. I'm going to lunge, find my balance, and then rotate toward the forward leg. Good. Switch sides. Good. Release that stretch. We're going to take a few deep breaths and then we are all finished. So inhale your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. One more. Exhale down. And you are all finished. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again sometime soon. So take care. Have an awesome day.